Welcome to the Photos of the Past channel. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. A key leader of the Union during the Civil War, Ulysses S. Grant opened the doors to victory with his strategic brilliance. Known for his determination during the Siege of Vicksburg, Grant inspired not only his soldiers, but also his nation. Robert E. Lee was the charismatic and brilliant leader of the Confederate forces during the Civil War. His tactical genius shone in battles like Antietam and Fredericksburg, earning him a place in history. For his soldiers, Lee was not just a leader, but a symbol of hope and heroism. William Tecumseh Sherman was a bold and innovative leader who changed the course of the Civil War for the Union. His famous March to the Sea carved a path of victory from Atlanta to the coast. Sherman's discipline and determination reshaped the tides of the war. Thomas "Stonewall" Jackson was one of the most legendary commanders of the Confederate Army during the Civil War. His determination at the Battle of Manassas earned him the nickname Stonewall, symbolizing his courage and unbreakable spirit. George B. McClellan was one of the key commanders of the Union Army during the American Civil War. As the commander of the Army of the Potomac, he excelled in discipline and organization. However, his cautious approach in battle made him a controversial figure in history. Jeb Stuart was one of the most famous cavalry commanders of the Confederacy. Known for his bravery and cunning, he carried out daring raids behind enemy lines, earning his place in history. However, communication failures during the Battle of Gettysburg brought him under criticism. Philip Sheridan was one of the most impactful cavalry commanders of the Union Army. His victories in the Shenandoah Valley crippled the Confederacy's logistics and turned the tide of the war in favor of the North. His bravery and toughness instilled fear in his enemies. James Longstreet was one of General Robert E. Lee's most trusted commanders in the Confederate Army. His strategic brilliance and defensive plans at Gettysburg showcased his genius on the battlefield. Known for his courage, Longstreet became a proponent of reconciliation after the war. Known as Old Fuss and Feathers, Winfield Scott was a seasoned commander. His Anaconda Plan aimed to weaken the Confederacy, guiding the Union Army with his strategic brilliance. Nathan Bedford Forrest was renowned for his daring cavalry raids. His incredibly fast tactics often broke enemy lines, granting significant advantages to the Confederacy. His bravery became the stuff of legend. Ambrose Burnside was known not only for his military bravery, but also for his remarkable sideburns. His determination at the Battle of Fredericksburg made him one of the Union's most notable leaders. Beauregard was a standout figure for the Confederacy during the Civil War. Known for his boldness and strategic brilliance, he successfully led the siege of Fort Sumter, marking him as a key leader. If you were on a side of the American Civil War, which commander would you support? Share with us in the comments and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep going. Meade was the Union general celebrated for his victory at the Battle of Gettysburg. This triumph turned the tide of the war and became a significant morale booster for the Union. His determination and leadership earned him a lasting legacy. Albert Sidney Johnston was one of the prominent leaders of the Confederate Army. Known for his determination and leadership during the Battle of Shiloh, he tragically lost his life in that battle. His bravery and service left a lasting legacy. General John Pope is known for his determination during the Second Battle of Bull Run. His courage and strategic plans on the battlefield lifted the spirits of the Union Army. On every front he led, he became a symbol of perseverance. General Braxton Bragg remains one of the Confederacy's most debated leaders. His victory at the Battle of Chickamauga showcased his strategic brilliance, but tensions with his troops often overshadowed his leadership. General Joseph Hooker was known for his courage and relentless energy on the battlefield. Despite his defeat at the Battle of Chancellorsville, his charisma and dedication to his troops earned him the nickname Fighting Joe. John Pegram displayed remarkable leadership at a young age during the American Civil War. He lost his life in 1865 at the Siege of Petersburg. His bravery and dedication to his cause are remembered to this day. Irvin McDowell led the Union Army during the first major battle of the American Civil War, the Battle of Bull Run. Despite his defeat, his strategic insights paved the way for future plans. His courage and leadership remain unforgettable. Jubal Early was one of the most determined generals of the Confederacy. His relentless leadership during the Shenandoah Valley campaigns of 1864 baffled his enemies. Despite setbacks, his refusal to give up secured his place in history. Benjamin Butler was known for his mix of accomplishments and controversial decisions during the Civil War. His harsh rule in New Orleans and accusations of corruption drew criticism, yet his bold moves influenced the war's outcome. Confederate General A.P. Hill was known for his resolute decision-making and quiet leadership style. His significant contributions at the battles of Antietam and Fredericksburg showcased his military brilliance. Don Carlos Buell, leading the Army of the Ohio, secured pivotal victories for the Union. His leadership during the Battle of Perryville was decisive, keeping the North's hopes alive in a challenging time. Don Carlos Buell, leading the Army of the Ohio, secured pivotal victories for the Union. His leadership during the Battle of Perryville was decisive, keeping the North's hopes alive in a challenging time. Oliver Otis Howard was a leader known for his discipline and humanitarian values. Nicknamed the Christian General, Howard dedicated himself to the education and integration of freed slaves during the post-war era, leaving a legacy of hope and progress.